This is Steve Zing from Morning Noise, and you're watching CMS TV.
Turn it up. You're listening to Live and Loud with the Lord, Nelson, that is.
So, Kat, what do you think about Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson?
I'm talking about the biggest and baddest thing going.
Ladies and gentlemen, back again. You know who it is. It's the big guy with the big show, the Lord.
Lord.
You got to pause for that effect. Nelson, that is, indeed. From the amazing show, Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS network with 5 Royals Entertainment. And ladies and gentlemen, this young gentleman I have here today is one of the great ones, one of the great human beings, one of the great musicians. And I mean, on all levels of being a musician, guitars and drums and keyboards and everything. He's just that talented. I've worked with a lot of talented people. This is my guy right here, man. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. The magnificent Matt Azevedo. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, come on, man. No script. Just you and I talking about Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson, man. And I said, okay, I knew I had somebody else to put on here, for my next show. But I was like, no. I got to get Matt back on here so we can talk about this No More video and No More song, which has done very, very well and is a hot song. I thank you for, creating such amazing music. And when you sent it to me back when we first did it, man, how excited I was and how I hopped on it. Yeah. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know how they like to say pause. I hopped on it though. Immediately when he sent me the music and I wrote and I sent it back to him, and then he handled his business, and then what do we have? No More, an amazing song. And we thank everybody out there for, really supporting it and doing what they do, man. So it's just been a great time. So what's been up with you, man?
Oh, man, creating. That's what we do, man. Just doing our thing, keeping it rolling, keeping the music happening.
Yes, indeed. So letting all of our supporters know, and fans and family. And first, let me go back to say something about, if you don't mind me saying something about family and friends. Family and friends, we love you guys. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. But we know you guys look at us like, oh, well, hey, that's that guy. That's that guy. We know him. We grew up with him or whatever like that. So your support is really the icing on the cake. So don't ever think that, we're being disrespectful to you if we're not sending you music or we're not sweating you about anything. Not saying that we don't care, but we love you.
We
now, I'm not talking about like wives and things like that, man. I'm just talking about, the friends that anyway, man, you know what I'm talking about, man. It's all love, man. So, I love to run my mouth, but I want to hear you talk also, man. So this new single that we have out, it's been out for a little bit now, No More. Tell me what was your vibe of it as far as the music was concerned. What was in your head when you were creating this great masterpiece, like I'm gonna say, because that's what it is to me.
Man, this one just kind of started out with I just had the riff for it. So me, man, it's got a groove. It's got a groove. So once I got kind of the hook, that beginning part and what ended up being, kind of the chorus section of it.
Yeah.
It just, when you come across something and it's the right thing, man, it's just, you just know it's right, So I just kind of built around that, but I mean, I like it because it's dynamic, it kind of ebbs and flows, but it hits you hard.
Man, so when I first heard it, dun, 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 man, I said, I was like, Matt just me up, man. He just really, really messed me up with this one. I'm telling you, man, when I heard it, I was just like, oh my gosh. And so like my process always is I just start, kind of humming and just like you said, the groove. It has such a groove. You know, what we do always has such a great groove to it. And I was just like, man, I got to do it. So, bow. The pen started bleeding to paper. And then I'm just like, yo, so or I'll either get on my phone and start, writing it, in my notes. And I'm just like, man, this song is going to be, it's one of those ones, man. It's one of those ones that took me to another level. And what you've been doing, and I want to big you up on this, man. I always like to mention you somehow in all of my shows. I'm going to say something about you in all of my shows. Not that I'm trying to do that. It just always comes up to where I'm speaking to all these other great artists and, musicians. And there's so many of us out there, especially you guys who really play instruments. And when I'm talking to them, it's like, you come into, boom, your energy is there. And I'm just like, you guys just don't know. Or I understand what you guys are talking about because that's my partner. That's my man. That's my guy. He's that dude. Yeah. And I get to, I am blessed to have that energy that you send me every time. So there's no more song. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, and you see the videos I have back here. I had to put it up for us. Matt made an amazing lyric video right here. And yo, man. And when you guys are seeing those words and then, catching feelings, all everything, man. Yeah. I'm telling you.
It's so cool. It's so cool getting it back from you, because I don't know that everybody understands the way we operate. It's not a standard, you and I in the same room. Hey, let's go over this part and see what happens kind of thing, Yeah. So we write different than what I would consider a lot of bands, right? Which, hey, it works. And that's the thing is after us, we've been doing this for, years now. And it just gels together, man. It's so easy to do now.
That is one thing that I want to really say, and which I tell people is that we allow each other to be ourselves. Yeah. I know that whatever you send me, is going to be hot. I don't think any other way. And whatever direction you go, I'm going to go that direction because I have that faith and that trust in your talents and your what you've been blessed with. You've been blessed with definite talent, man. And I know that now we'll talk about friends and family or whatever like that. They see it, they hear it, they've known it for years. When you have people tell you like, we're both humble guys. I can get out there and talk all the noise in the world like, man, I'm the shit, man. I'm that guy, man. But honestly, I just know that when I'm in the room with you and being with you and doing music with you has taken me to another level. I started off with my rap stuff, my prep and Prince Supreme, Royal ONE, and the Big Body Boy and all these things like that. And, with my man Blast and Wilson and my brother and just so many people. And then moving to being able to get with Stuck Mojo, through my Bones connection, which was an amazing thing. Of course, that's how we know each other. That's how we got to meet each other because of the Stuck Mojo connection, which is cool and love. And then going from that to Lord, lives featuring Lord Nelson, and then No Power, No Crown. And then some other things that didn't work out with some other guys, Razor, what's up, my brothers? We had some great music, to do there also. And then coming to you, and then we're getting together. And then it's like, it just went to another level to me. It's like each step I felt more free. I was free and it kept, expanding. And now it's like, it's so top shelf to me. And everything is so lovely that we do that I am, man, when I tell you that I'm so thankful, grateful, and blessed, to know you, to just feel what you bring to the table. And of course, your beautiful wife, Carmen, also. Love, man. You guys have just been amazing. And I thank you for the love. I thank you for being there with me. And I'm not saying that I was about to jump off a cliff or anything. I always like to say, call me Cliff because I'm on the edge. But, I was just doing my thing and, dabbling into other genres and things like that because I love all genres. But it's like you brought me back to this, and it's just been fantastic, man. And
Yeah.
once again, I'm just, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thankful. Let me look you guys in the eyes. I'm thankful and grateful for this amazing individual right here. This is a talented brother, man. And then, you know, putting his talent with my talent, putting his talent with my talent, ladies and gentlemen, putting his talent with my talent. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. And so, you know, listen, people are like, well, are you talking with your little Spanish accent or whatever like that? You know, from what I know, my great-grandfather is Cuban. So, Cubano, baby. So I'm not fronting that like that. It's in there somewhere, man. And I know you understand what I'm saying, man.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you, man. You know, you talk about freedom. That's what I consider this entire project freedom, you know, and it's to be able to just do whatever I want to do.
Yes.
Whatever direction I want to go in. I mean, anybody, I've said it before to you, I know, but anybody that's ever been in any kind of band knows it's not easy to keep 4 or 5 guys together and be on the same page and not want to kill each other. And, you know, so it's difficult, you know, so to be able to just do whatever is awesome. It's awesome.
And listen, so, you know, I hear that. And of course, you know, we talked about it when I went to see Corey Lowry and the guys in Seether, which I had a great time with them, you know, with Keith Neto. And Corey, just like, remember Corey just telling Sean, he's just like, man, hey, this guy's just so nice, man. He's just, we got to make him meaner, man. You got to, you know, but it's like, I laughed at Corey, but I'm just who I am, you know, and it's, you know, when I say it's all love, it really is all love. I've met so many great people around this world, whether I've seen them at, you know, at shows when I was with Stuck Mojo or with Lies or No Power, No Crown. I've met so many great people, and I'm still cool with these people today because it's just who I am, you know. I believe we all can be assholes once in a while, you know, we can get, but I try to limit that to, you know, it's down low. I only got one asshole, you know, it's just like that. And that's when it's used for certain things, but you know, that's where I try to keep it, man. But we look at the fire starters. We look at all of the songs that we have. And like when you sent me, you know, the vid of all the songs that we've done and what we have, I was just like, man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's I think I counted it was since we put the fire starters out, I think that we're at 40 new tracks.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have put in work and we can release so much music. We know that it's a different time now. And that's why, you know, we're looking at singles. We do have an EP that we want to put out. We're just kind of like seeing what's going on. We've talked to a few record labels to see what this person want to do or this person wants to do. And we may just do it ourselves, you know, independent. I talked to my man from Nonpoint, Elias, and I told him I want to sit down with him and have that conversation because they went totally independent. So, man, I just want to make it to where we are able to do the best thing that we can. We know that we're going to give the best product to the you know, the people out there, the family, as I like to call them. You know, they're not fans, they're family. You know, we're connected in a way. The music connects us. And I know how the energy transfers from you to me with the music, and then I give it back to you, as you say, in our process. And then you just make it pow. And then we give it to the people, and the people are like, boom, you know? Hold on, it's pow, boom, yeah. So man, it's just been love, man. And then, you know, I go back and I think about the Firestarters album. That was just still, when I listen to it, I'm just like, it's amazing. It's you know, and we've grown from that.
You know, it's hard to believe how long ago it's actually been that we did that, you know, and it's such a little slice of time and kind of what was happening, you know, certain things that were going on back then. So I listened to it and it like instantly brings me back to, you know, the end of 2019, which is, you know, when we first started getting together, and then we put the album out in 2020. But man, it is, for better or worse, you know, it reminds me of horrible things through COVID and things like that, but it reminds me of fantastic things about how you and I got together and you know how close knit we got and the music that we make now. And you know, it's a crazy story to tell somebody from the outside looking in, that's for sure, you know.
But it's the best thing, man. And as I always say, you know, I don't live my life with regrets. I just know that we are all on a journey. We're living a life. None of us are perfect. You know, no matter how hard things can get, I'm just thankful and grateful that I'm here. I woke up another day to do it better. I woke up to have this conversation with you. You know, those things are priceless to me. It's just the way I live my life, the way I think, and the things that I know. And so, man, I'm just honored. I'm honored to be called the Lord Nelson. I'm honored to create music with you. I'm honored that people enjoy what we do. I like my man Stony Love, Artie Joyner, that guy who always has supported, and he's a great artist himself and singer. I'm just shouting him out, man. Your brother Wiggs, man. You know, come on, man. How many people that we know that are musicians and artists that, you know, our peers that give us the, you know, the 2 thumbs up, you know, and like, you know, hell yeah, these dudes are unbelievable. And so, you know, when we're doing our thing, it's just about getting it out there to the people and to the masses. And we know things are differently, but ladies and gentlemen, back to the camera. I'm looking at you guys again. We are working on some magnificent things with a magnificent team that we're going to have come in, and we're going to put some great stuff out there for you. See, I got calm, whatever. I just want you guys to understand. Working with this guy right here, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, and it's just all
we
love,
can't
man.
do.
It's just
Nothing we can't
all
do.
love, man. So
that's right.
So you were talking about our process. So when you send me the music, I know how excited I am. So when those lyrics come back to you, or when that email, or when I finish, the lyrics over what, you know, I've done, and I send it, and I create this. So this is what I do. After I send you the rough draft of what's going on, then I go get in my vehicle and I put it in, but you know, I'm in my vehicle and I drive around the neighborhood. You know, a lot of times it's early in the morning. Man, I play it as loud as I can, and I just go outside of the neighborhood, and then I just drive around. And I got to listen to it a couple of times, and I'm just like, okay, now I've heard it in its rawest form. Now I can't wait till he gets back to be all polished and beautiful. And so every time you send it back, I'm just like, this is why I call him MMA, the Magnificent Matt Acevedo. I said, because it's next motherfucking level.
I'm totally jazzed whenever I get whatever, because it's a, you know, like we were talking about freedom. So I give you music, and there is no that's something that I don't know how many people know, is that there's no preconceived or very rarely is there any preconceived anything. You know what I mean? It's just music. So I have no clue what direction you're going to go with anything, you know? So when I get it back and I hear what you've done with it, I'm like, that is rad. And sometimes, you know, it's exactly what I expect. And sometimes it is absolutely not, but it's beautiful. I love it every time.
Because the thing about it is that I tell people, I let the music drive me. Yeah. Your music puts me in a state of mind. It puts me in a place like, when I just start, I'm telling you, when I first start doing the song, like, dun, 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 it just hits me. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling that. Or I might go through 50 things, you know, when I'm listening. But usually, to be honest with you, when I first get it, it hits me immediately. There has been almost no times that I have not. It's just a couple of times that I have not written immediately to the song every time. I'll just disappear.
You always tell me. I write it instantly. Let me say one thing. You talk about how good I am at what I do. I can tell you, I totally respect what you do as a lyricist and as a frontman, because it is not easy to do. Of all of my musicality with instruments I can play and music that I struggle so hard with lyrical content, man. So let me say, anybody that thinks that is an easy thing to do is dead wrong. And you're amazing at what you do as well, man.
Yo, man. Well, listen, I appreciate that, bro. I just know the things that run through my mind all the time. Like I always say, my wife, she always just like, do you always just think about music? Is music always playing in your head? I'm just like,
Yeah.
Man, she has no idea. She had to tell me to stop. She's like, stop making a song every time you say something about whatever. She'll say something like, did you see that truck drive by? I said, that truck drove by. And I was, it's like I can't help it, because that's me. And my, and one of my daughters, my twin daughter of Jay's, his twin sister, she does the same thing, man. So she has that, whatever in her also. We just started saying, because we love music. Right she was just at the Essence Festival in New Orleans and looking and seeing, have a great time. She goes every year and she's just having a great time. And a lot of those old school artists that we grew up with, she's just like, Dad, it's amazing. Dad. And I was just like, yes. If people would just understand, it's no disrespect to what goes on right now, music wise, but there's something about the old days of music, man. It was just the passion of it, and I don't care what genre it is, if it's metal, rock and roll, if it's R&B, hip hop, jazz, whatever, man, I have all my playlists where I'm listening to these songs. I was just listening to some 80s soft rock like stuff, man, the other day. And then I'm sitting in there smiling, man. And the best time that I have is when I'm by myself listening to it, because I get emotional. It time machines the hell out of me. I'm just like, I'm back wherever I was. And
music will do it.
Oh man, that's why that's why this energy. Look, I'm looking back there. Look, how great that was. How
great that was. Look at that! What the fuck face I got.
Hey man. That is unforgettable. Ladies and gentlemen.
You telling me it's unforgettable.
So let me go ahead and tell you guys how that from that last video that was just playing. I know I'm frequency hopping, and I want to be this. I just wanted this to be free flowing because MMA is my brother, man. And so we're just talking. So his beautiful wife Carmen was like, yo, she hit me up and said like, hey, would you be willing to come down to, Texas to holler at Matt, just a surprise. I was just like, what are you talking about? Say less, of course. What do you mean? And so she's like, listen, I got you. It's going to be this. And I was just like, so she set it up. She, unbelievable. She did some stuff like my wife would do for me also. My wife is the same kind of person. She has surprised me a million times, and I had no clue. So coming down, boom, hitting her up.
Good woman. Not everybody got a good woman.
So getting there, I'm in Texas. Uber comes and gets me. I'm coming down, and man, and then just coming into, she meets me outside. Here we are, come up there, and then just to see your face and the excitement on your face, and then I was excited too because I was just like, yo, and
that was nuts, man. That was nuts. That was nuts. Good times. Good times.
And then you coming here. And I don't know if you had it well, let me say this first. And ladies and gentlemen, we went nowhere. We stayed at Matt's house for that whole entire weekend. Was it what a weekend those days? How many days it was? Yeah. We went nowhere. All we did was talk music, chop it up, and kindred spirits we are. We had a great time. We had great meals. It was just amazing. And I was just so comfortable, and it was just love, man. And then you came out here, to South Carolina. And here we are and I was looking at the one video, my hair was wild. You took the video of me and when we were driving.
Yes.
I said to myself, man, I those things play in my mind all the time.
Yeah, man.
When I tell people I see things, man, I see things. If even if your face wasn't here, I would still see you. If we were just having a conversation on the phone, I would still see you. So I see everything. And I'm telling you, my wife is just like, what do you mean? I said, I see it, babe. What are you talking about? I said, I see it. It's a movie playing. No matter where I go, if I was driving to Texas, I have visualized that entire trip. And I mean, each part of the road, the trees, the cities, I see it all before I get there. So it's crazy. Yeah. So I'm saying all that to say this, that when I'm writing these songs, it's so visual to me.
Yeah.
seeing things. Yeah. So I'm seeing something visual from the sonics, the tones, the guitars, everything that you're sending me. I'm seeing something beautiful. So when I hear it, I was just like, oh man. So it takes me, I'm telling you, it takes me on a journey. I'm just so thankful for it. But
me too,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen, I know I'm talking a lot, and you guys can see I love to run my damn mouth. But I love to listen also. So don't ever get it twisted. Some people think I'm crazy. I'm far from that. Well, anyway, so
you know, gotta be a little crazy.
a little crazy, man. So once again, the No More, as it pops up right there by Plastic Catastrophe and Lord Nelson, man. The lyric video is amazing. You know, just put this one out here. Just wanted people to see some visuals. And I know that we are talking about some things of where we're going to get out there and do some shows, ladies and gentlemen. Whether I go to Texas, whether we hook up with some of the folks in Texas, the Intemperate Sons, and there's a few other people out there, man. We might have to, you know, jump on a little something. Texas is a pretty big place. And, you know, we might be able to just travel and do Texas, man, and just get some work in, you know, of us being on that stage, man, because, you know, there's nothing like the high of being on stage and doing music with your brother, man. And, you know, memories of those Stuck Mojo days, and which were great days, you know?
Yeah.
I have no regrets, no ill will. I want everybody to know that and understand that. I don't have any problems with anybody with Stuck Mojo. We all left on a good accord. It was all beautiful, man. There's nothing crazy. Rich started doing the Fozzy thing. I moved on to some other things, and it was love. And it was all, to me, a plan of Bones coming back anyway. I was just filling in with him. I keep saying that. I mean that. That's my brother. He just hit me up actually earlier today. And I'll probably, I'm probably going to get with him sometime if time permits. He'll be back in the state. So, but that's my brother though, man. But you know, everything's love, man. And so all of the travels that I've had, and of course I have Anders, you know, was the show out, Anders Bass's ex Volbeat, now for Superloader. And just talking to Anders about that time of being with Stuck Mojo and hanging out with them and laughing with them and clowning with Volbeat. That was an amazing tour. And so everything that I've done and all the places that I've toured in Europe have been incredible. And, you know, honestly, I want that for us too. I think that we're deserving of it. I know that the talent level is beyond there. I know that the people will enjoy it. And I know that when we get out here, the people are going to enjoy us because we have great supporters, man. We really do. And once again, everybody wants to, you know, have 1 billion sales and have 1 billion fans. But you know what? We're going to take what we get and give those that love us. We're going to reciprocate. We're going to give that love back, man. If you love us, we're going to love you. If you're an asshole to us, we're still going to love you.
God help you.
We're still going to love you, you know? As I always say.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to flip the script on you for a minute. So you asked me earlier if I want to talk about anything. So tell me this. You got with Mojo, right?
Uh-huh.
When you first got with Mojo, you came from your crew and the things you were doing.
Right.
You had plenty going on, but that was a big step.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys had big shows. You went and did Europe.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel when you first stepped in for Bones? Were you trepidatious? Did you just grab the bull by the balls and just do it? You know, a lot of people who go next level like that can get like almost like a fraud complex. You know what I mean? I know I've had it earlier on myself.
Mm-hmm.
You just know that was right for you. You were right for it, and you just did it, man. How'd you feel when you first stepped into that?
It never felt bad at all.
Yeah.
I just had to be me. So if it was earlier in my life, if it was back in my 20s, like when they first got started, it might have been something different. But at that time, I'm a grown ass man. You know, I got family, kids. I'm just like, my mind, my mind state is different. You know, it was all about the music. And the music was so great that, you know, and then when we started doing what we were doing, it was so easy. Working with you was the same way, like working with you is the same way as working with Rich. It was nothing difficult. I love music. So when he sent me music, I'm just like, dude, I'm on
You were just the guy.
Damn.
Right on.
Yeah, so it felt love. And I'm gonna remember the guy that shot our open season video, Simon. He's from England, you know, good friend of the band. He and his sons, you know, Tim. And so Simon, when we were shooting the video stuff, and he was just like, hey, he pulled me aside and had a conversation with me. We were in Rich's studio, and he just pulled me aside. We had a break, and he said, Lord, he said, you're a big guy. And he said, Bones and all those guys and Stuckman, and they just jump around on stage and they're doing this and that and that and that and that. And I was just like, well, I know I'm not doing all that. I'm going to be more, you know, I'm going to be more precise in the things that I'm going to be menacing. Right. Yeah, but I knew that I couldn't be Bones or I didn't want to be Bones. Right. I respected everything that he did. And why would I go out there to try to be an imitation of Bones? You can't do that. That's impossible. So I knew, you know, the confidence that I had of being a human being and who I am. I know who I am. So when it was just like, man, the music, as I said before, drives me. So even when I did the Mojo songs of the past, of, you know, the standards, you know, Southern Pride and you know, Throw the Switch and all those things like that, I just had to be me. I just had to give what I would do, because there's no way I could do what Bones does. So, man, when I heard that music, like, you know, playing Monster, man, Monster, I really, I didn't want to kill people, but I wanted to, if you said, you know, that just put me in another place mentally. So, honestly, the music was so great. It actually was an easy transition for me. That's awesome. You know, I'm thankful that Bones said, like, hey, he gave me the approval after a little bit of, you know, little stuff that went down, but he was just like, nah, man, handle your business. So I'll always be thankful to him and Rich and Sean and Mike and Rodney Bobo and Frank and LSU and just all the guys, you know, Mark Willis, Toad, may he rest in peace. Just all of the guys that I got to deal with who made it easy for me. And I will say, as a Stuck Mojo fan from back in the day, there's so many of you who received me and didn't judge me. Like, now there was, mind you, there was some out there who judged me now. And I mean, even approached me on tour. And then, you know, I really wasn't like, you know, I'm not going to be an asshole. Because when they said, like, man, we love Bones, man, I said, shit, I love Bones too. That's my brother. And it just kind of changed things with the way that they saw me. And then they saw me perform. And then they were like, okay.
Yeah.
Lord Nelson.
Not everybody knows the story. You know, not everybody knows how much history you and Bones had before you ever touched them.
Oh, man.
I mean, so there's a lot of history between you guys. You know, you guys go way back.
From middle school, man, you know.
Yeah.
You know, see now, as I tell you, I always visualize things. So I'm back there now. And so I'm seeing him, you know, where you know, back then I used to dress more hip hop and, you know, Lee jeans and Run DMC style and all LL Cool J, all of that stuff like that. And you know, Bones was like, he was in the band. You know, he was an amazing musician. And then, you know, he dressed preppy. You know, I mean, that's what it was. I do that now, but, you know, it's just like, you know, my alter ego is that when I get in this music thing, I'm a different guy.
Yeah.
I might lose it on you, but you know, the everyday is just really colorful and chill. And, you know, it's love. I love my polo bucket hats. I love Ralph Lauren. I love things like that, man. You know, it's just who I am, man. But when it comes to this music, it's just a different vibe. Now with Stuck Mojo, it was a certain thing, but this right here that we're doing is that groove metal, man. It's just that coolness to it always, man. And even though I know you could take it, we could create something hard and heavy and hellacious if we wanted to, because you are that talented. And I'll do whatever it is. But man, that Stuck Mojo ride was amazing. I just it was priceless to me. I'll forever be thankful to those guys for what they brought to my life. They added a whole lot to my life, and I feel it was just like another step into me getting here with you. So it's just like, my rap stuff that I used to do back then, Foundation, then Stuck Mojo, added on, just I'm building the skyscraper. And now, it's like I'm penthousing it right now, listen, I'm just being honest with you. Right now, I'm penthousing it with MMA. And so it's like I'm looking down at the world and I'm just like, I'm looking down at the world, but I feel like I'm closer to God, It's just me, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, to whether you guys out there believe or not, I do believe. It's just me. I'm not judging you. Not at all. Not judging you. I just know what I believe and how I feel. And
you are the Lord, though. I'm just saying.
I am the Lord, not G-O-D, but similar to the, anyway, listen, you don't even know it yet. I haven't even said it to you. I've done some things to where I have some intros that I wrote for when we come on that stage and everything. Listen, I've written some stuff. I haven't said all the stuff to you because it's like, I want to be right when I present it to you when we're going to do what we do.
Yeah, I got to know. That's nuts.
So I'm always, just like you, always creating music. I'm always creating with writing stuff. So it's just in me. Yep. I can't help it. And once again, I just think we've been blessed, with just certain talents and gifts. Let me say that we've been blessed with gifts that I believe the world needs to hear. And even if the world didn't hear it, we would still do this. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
This is love to us. It's right. In us. It really is.
That's why we've got 40 songs.
Oh man. And listen, we've done some covered things and all kinds of things that you guys have no idea. Man, I'm trying to tell you. And Matt is just MMA is just that dude, ladies and gentlemen. I can't say enough about this guy. And you don't know how good it is right now to have this conversation with him. And I always just like to big him up on a regular basis because he deserves it. And any accolades that we get, he is such the foundation of what we do. And once again,
I just love it, man. I just enjoy it.
Hey, the freedom that we have now. No, we're not scared to tell each other how we feel about this or that. But Matt is so good at what he does. I have no fear in anything that's coming my way. Even if he hits me with something like, I'm like, oh man, that's a curveball right there. That's something different. It doesn't take but a moment or two, and I'm like, I'm on this one. I love it because it may be different. It may be taking us somewhere else. We may veer off and go to Jupiter. We may go to the other side of the sun. People say what's on the other side of the moon. We know what's on the other side of the sun.
Right. And it's funny you say that because that's another thing. Listening back to the Firestarter, it was like first I was, I was thrilled to be making music with you, man. It was so cool to be doing. And again, just you get that much freedom and you just kind of go nutty sometimes. So, there's so many different directions and stuff that's going on in the Firestarters. I kind of feel like what we're doing now got a little more centralized. I mean, we still kind of do whatever it is that we want to do, but I feel like it's getting to the point where my wife will say, she'll listen to something and go, I know that's you guys, I know that's your stuff. I can tell, before she ever even hears you, of course, do any vocals, just the, from the music stuff. So yeah, I kind of feel like, we're in all of this, we're finding our voice, you know what I mean?
Yes. No, I just think that we just know where each other's coming from now. The vibe is there. We just know the vibe. I think you know me and I know you. I just know that what you're going to give me is going to be something cool. It's going to, the guitar is going to be amazing. All of the sonics, from every aspect of it is going to be amazing to me. So I'm just like, man, come on. And then, the thing that you sent me, I told you I already wrote to it.
Yeah.
I had all ideas, and then you sent it, and I was just like, I wrote the whole first verse for it because I don't know what we're gonna do, when you whatever.
That's another thing, freedom, because no one knows what we're talking about. But
that's right.
Is completely different.
Thank you, bro. But we're listen, we're on it. I hit him up the other day to watch the last podcast, but I was like, I didn't want to say nothing to him because when I presented to him, I want to be like, hey, here's where we are. This is what we do.
Yeah.
I'm Bob Saget. This is what I do. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. But yeah,
Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
But ladies and gentlemen, once again, Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson, the latest single, No More, an unbelievable song. We have so much more for you guys coming up. And just thank you for your support. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, love, share, comment. Let us know if you want that EP out. We know what we're going to do.
You guys ready to digest music more than one track at a time? Do you do that anymore, or is it better to just get a single every now and then and be able to roll with it? You tell us.
Yeah, tell us. We're going to put a poll out there, man. Let us know what you guys. Let us know what you guys want to do, and of course, we're on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to continuously put great content out there. We're about this music, but some of you might want to be as cool as Matt. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if you guys can be. I call him MMA, the magnificent Matt Acevedo. I don't know if anybody else can be as magnificent as he is. I don't say that lightly. I mean that. I'm just saying. Just this guy right here. Do you see how he grabbed that water bottle? Watch how you about to drink it. Look at him. You can't drink water like that, man.
Oh my God. Not when you're doing that, I can't.
You can't drink water like that. You could try to drink water like that. And like, listen, also.
Crazy. You're crazy.
Listen, see, Matt doesn't even know, man. A lot of my friends know that I go to another level on them. I like to have a good time. I like to laugh. I'll be a little wild once in a while. I'll be a little wild. But as you have the T-shirt on and you sent me the designs, and I thought I sent you something about that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Plastic Catastrophe has merch. We have T-shirts and things like that. Tell them where can they get it if you don't mind.
Yeah, new merch. You could go to Teespring, teespring.com, spring.com, and just / Plastic Catastrophe. It'll pull up our whole store. We got T-shirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of fun stuff. Get yourself a hoodie. Get a hoodie. Hang on.
Yeah. Get a hoodie and support this band so we can do what we do.
Get a hoodie. Oh my God. A hoodie.
Listen, look at that. Amazing. And listen, I don't have it, and I've done some Lord Nelson stuff, and man, listen, I have so many ideas. I just haven't put them on the thing yet.
Yeah.
See, because I'm about to sell, some hoodies that, my hoodie's gonna be like Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton and all that, man. It's not gonna be no $25, $30, man. I want all your money. Hold on, no. We want all your money.
Good work if you can get it, brother. Where's that line? I'll stand in it.
Let me tell you something what's amazing to me, right? So I purchased some Ralph Lauren t-shirts, right? Some black ones, and let me tell you something. I don't know what the thread count is on that. I don't know if it's Egyptian cotton or whatever it is. But I'm gonna tell you, it feels good on me. I told my wife, I was like, I was like, touch me. I said, rub my t-shirt, and then I said, I got the matching underwear. Touch those too. She's like, all right now, but I'm just like, hey, what's up? Touch me. Oh my God. So listen, I just want you guys to know that we're gonna put out some quality stuff with some quality merch. We are those guys. We are Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson. And I know we've been talking for a while. I really don't want it to end, and I could continue on and on and on. Because, once again, I want you guys to understand that this young man right here, the magnificent Matt Acevedo, is one of the great human beings of the world. Thank you, Relent and Hell B, for that. I use it all the time, and I really mean it. And I want to say this. Let me look back at the camera. World, everything that Plastic Catastrophe puts out has replay value. Thank you, Ronald Smith, for that also. Replay value. We have it. You want to listen to our music over and over again. You're taking a long trip somewhere? Put our music in, man. Ah! You're going to the store? You're going to buy some pop, some Mountain Dew, or some whatever you buy of food? Put our music in. It's going to make your day. It's going to make you feel good.
That's right.
You going to co-sign that, Matt?
Absolutely. You got my approval, brother. Absolutely.
And listen, and make sure you guys go out there, on the Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson a YouTube page. Watch the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos, and you'll see some where Matt's really doing his thing, having a playthrough of the songs. You can see those fingers go to work. He don't know I've still been practicing on the amazing guitar where he gifted me. Man, I never would understand how hard it is to play an instrument like that. I know that vocally that's my thing. I know it. But it's still good to put my fingers on it and just say like, yo, man, this is amazing, man. It's like awesome. It's like the energy is there. When I touch it, you go. Pause again, ladies and gentlemen. I feel the energy of Matt and Carmen. So I said, listen, I love you guys, and I thank you very much, man. So is there anything else you want to say, man? We're going to get on out of here, man. I said I didn't want to keep you too long, but, man, this has been great.
No,
look at that right there. Look at that. Grabbing look at that, man.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's look. Oh, that's not a good face. That's not a face anybody wants to see. But yeah, it's an honest one. It's an honest one. That's for sure.
Hey man, it's just truly awesome, man. Yeah. So is there anything else you want to say, man? I'm sorry, man.
Oh man, just like you, man. I'm grateful and thankful to have you in my life, man, and making music. It's a wonderful thing.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's true love here. It's love. I say it's all love, and I really mean that. And once again, you either love me or you love to hate me, but it's all love.
Either way.
Either way. More love, less hate, baby.
That's right.
All right, so I appreciate you, bro. And of course,
thanks for having me, brother.
Come on, man. What you talking about, man? What you say?
You know. Hey, man.
As I tell everybody else, man, you don't have to knock, man. Just come on in, man. What we do, man. It's all love.
That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is yours truly, the Lord
Nelson, that is.
Listen, I knew you were going to get it, man. Listen, he had the little play. From the podcast, Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS Network with 5 Royals Entertainment. This is the big guy with the big show. And my very special guest. All my guests are special. And you know this guy right here is super, super special to me. The Magnificent Matt. The Magnificent Matt. The Magnificent Matt. Also,
thanks, sir.
Hey, man, sometimes you just gotta let it go, man. Sometimes you gotta let it go. And listen.
Oh, my God.
There'll be much more of that.
Yeah.
No, it's all love, man. It's all right, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, for sure.
Great time, man. All right, man. Be good.
Yeah, man.
Tonight we all the drivers, you're the rider. Let me see telephones light up. No more leading you on, four more turning you on. If this reciprocated, no more wasting of time, just pleasuring minds. Step on up inside and show me how I empty like you know. I'm feeling like we are winning, not losing, no confusion. I'm feeling like we are the motherfucking shit. I'm feeling like we are winning, not losing, no confusion. Igniting for more than 5 years, rocket loading, go for higher. I'm feeling like we are winning, not losing, no confusion. I'm feeling like we are the motherfucking shit. I'm feeling like we are winning, not losing, no confusion. Igniting for more than 5 years, rocket loading, go for higher.
Nelson, that is.
What's going on, everybody? Chris Aiken here from every show you've ever watched in your entire life. And I'm here to talk about every book that you should be reading in your entire life, including this one, Call Me Chris. It is my second serious book that I ever did. It is about my burn accident and my time getting through that. It's a real page turner. It's not the happiest read in the world, I will tell you that. It definitely deals with a lot of the anger and fear and all the other shit that I was going through at the time. But it is a cool book. And if you like the survivor story type stuff, this is the book for you, because I definitely tell in detail what happened to me and how I got through it. So check it out. Call Me Chris, available now at chrisaiken.net or on Amazon. Just look up Call Me Chris and my last name, or else you'll find 15 other ones. But if you look up Call Me Chris and Chris Aiken, you will find it, all right? Call Me Chris. It's a great book. Get it today.